Hey folks, what's up? It's Pete Thorn. Welcome to my studio. Hey, I'm super excited to announce that give or take a few days, we are about 2 weeks away, as I'm making this video, from the release of the PT15 IR amplifier from Suhr and myself. So that means in a couple weeks, give or take a few days, this thing's going to be in stores all over the place, in Europe, in the US, and if you got a Suhr dealer close by, you should be able to go down and check one out. So we're just really excited about it. Now, in the meantime, I've been putting out a few videos. About maybe 2-3 weeks ago, I put out a video of the channel 1 capability, kind of like all the sounds that channel 1 could do, from real clean through to downright crunchy. This video is all about channel 2 and 3. Incidentally, channel 2 and 3 you can think of as the same channel, just with two sets of gains and masters. So there's not a difference tonally between the two. It's the same channel, it's just you get a separate gain and master control for both 2 and 3, and then you got a 3-band EQ, bass, middle, treble. So that means that you can set up like a rhythm gain sound and a lead gain sound, or 2 alternate rhythm gain sounds, whatever you want, basically. But the tone is the same between those two channels. If you set the controls the same on 2 and 3, it'll be essentially exactly the same sound. Okay, so just to get that out of the way. Now, you heard me playing through it on the little clip that I came up with on the track at the beginning of the video. That was channel 2, and I'm going to use channel 2 for the whole video, basically, because it's like I say, it's exactly the same as channel 3. So all I'm going to do in this video is basically tweak the controls on channel 2, bright switch on and off, 3-band EQ, maybe turn up the master a little bit or turn it down a little bit, turn up the presence a little bit, turn it down a little bit, and try and nail some classic tones. So I asked some folks on the gear page for some riffs, like what riffs would you guys want me to play through the amp to see if the amp can pull it off. So that's what I'm drawing from in this video, is most of the suggestions came from folks on the gear page. So I used my Les Paul, used my Strat on one clip, and I used my Suhr Modern on one clip. Most of these clips ended up being kind of mid-gain sounds, although there is one heavy clip at the end where I turned the gain up 3/4 of the way up, so you're going to get to hear that with my Suhr Modern and some high output pickups. And for all the clips, what I did was I mic'd up the matching PT15 cab. I mic'd the greenback speaker in that cabinet, and got it over in my other room there, and I put a 57 on it, as well as a Sterling 170 ribbon mic, and isolated it. There's been a lot of talk about the IR capability of the amp and the load and all that stuff. For this video, I just wanted to focus on kind of, the amplifier, the core tube amp sounds that it's capable of making through a traditional guitar cabinet. Now, that said, what I want to do now, just before I get on to the rest of the clips, is play you an IR version, because I tracked it at the same time that I was tracking the mics, of the guitar part that I played at the beginning of the video. I want you to be able to hear the difference between the IRs and the microphones, and just how close they are. They really do sound like, basically like a different mic or combination of mics on the same speaker. It's never going to be exactly the same sound, but you'll hear it's right in the ballpark. The IR in this clip sounds a little warmer and a little bit more mid-range centered, I think, than the microphones that I was using in my clip. So there you have it. The IR capability is really cool. Just the ability to plug in direct and get that great mic'd up cabinet sound that's really comparable, I think, to the actual mic'd up cabinet that I've got here. When you consider that I've got the microphones, there's volume happening, and I've got, a $2,000 BAE mic pre over here that I'm running the mics through and all that stuff. It just becomes really obvious that's a great thing that you can plug in DI right out of the amp and record the IR signal. Okay, with that said, let's move on. Let's check out some different clips. Here's some tunes that folks on the gear page asked me to play. All I did for these clips was just tweak the amplifier, listen to the songs a little bit coming out of iTunes, and tried to sort of dial in the amp as close as I could get, as though I was maybe going to go and play a cover gig, play those tunes or something. Let's see how close I can get my amplifier to sound to these particular songs. That was the goal. Okay, here we go. Okay, folks, there you have it. Thanks for watching my video on the PT15 Channel 2 and 3. As I was saying at the beginning of the video, this thing is in stores real soon. I can't wait for people to try it and check out what we've cooked up out in Lake Elsinore. All right, you guys. Hey, please hit subscribe if you haven't. You can hit the little bell beside the subscribe button, and then you'll get an alert every time I put out a new video. I am Pete Thorn. See you guys soon. Take care.